Alright, I haven't played this in a few days, as usual, trying to fix my schedule up. So we're going to continue from the Gauntlet Runner. They want us to explore it, so let's just check around a few things, right? So this is the engine room. Each bed is like its own pod, okay. They seem pretty small. I mean, it's the best you could ask for, right? Okay. Back deck.
What's this?
I wonder what this big barrel is used for. Okay. What is this? The central corridor? I guess this isn't a special room. This is just like a waiting room. Yeah, it's like the kitchen and the dining room. Okay.
Got it.
So we could cook from here. Pantry. Some pristine clear water and Morricone meat. I wonder who left them here. I could use these for cooking. Washroom. This was made for bathing. Can we really just hop in mid-ride and take a real bath? Now that I could get used to. I call first dip. We're just going to straight up and strip new. Where do you think you are? Unacceptable. It's a bathing room. Not to mention, no running water yet. Working on it. Oh, unacceptable. More pressing matters than the toilet. Yeah, they want us to go to the engine room. Probably not the best place to be in the middle of, you know, moving around, but... What is this? Cleaning tool. Okay.
Now, where was I?
Feel Moore's presence. I wonder if he has anything to say. It's been a while since we've been to Academia. I don't think we've been there since we beat the last boss. And it seems like the answer's no.
Hello.
Okay.
Oh. You'll come again.
You know, it's kind of ironic. They have a choice that says go back to reality, and it's really back into the video game. Alright, washing machine. Machine that does laundry handmade by Nura. Seems there's nothing in it at the moment.
This?
Wonder what makes this thing run. First time on a Gauntlet Runner, eh? That scared me. Looks like that pipe's in here too. Called a runner phone. There's one in every room. Now, I believe I heard you speculating on the old girl's inner workings. Gauntlet runners use magma crystals to fuel, as fuel to run, you see. Used to be you take your life in your hands when you travel the wilds. Then, thanks to the kingdom's greatest minds, the Gauntlet Runner was born. The runner's actual legs are based on a colossal beast, made for zero momentum loss even on the roughest terrain. Among other things, I've modified this craft with a bit more zip and speed, another step closer to my dream. What dream? Long story, my girl. Best told to a captive audience with no plans for the next few days and nights. And never mind then, maybe some other time. Anyway, still plenty about the old girl that's a work in progress, but by the time I'm done, she'll have some new tricks. You just watch. It'll be sunset before long, so start thinking about bedding down for the night. Can't run in the dark, and the old girl needs her rest as much as we do. You'll continue towards your destination while spending time on the Gauntlet Runner. Utilize its facilities to obtain items, raise abilities, or do other things you wouldn't be able to do in town. Try using the kitchen, reading books at the bookshelf, or using the washing machine. More activities will become available over time. You can also spend time with your allies while traveling, which may help to improve your virtues. So it'll take a few days, so we could just do this. What does this do? And sometimes cleanse the mind, increasing my max MP!
Understood.
Someone else's laundry is in there. Okay, we'll do it with them. Okay.
Now then.
Got to keep the water at a consistent temperature to avoid staining the clothing. Why am I a master of laundry, you ask? Because my parents practically beat it into me. Any noble who can't wash his own clothes isn't worthy of the fabric he wears, or something to that effect. I had to learn all about different materials. In hindsight, I think they were trying to teach me not to take advantage of my title, wisdom that still serves me to this day. The more time that passes, the more I understand how great my parents were. Yeah, it's a shame we'll never meet them. My max MP is increased by 3. Also found some money in the machine. Must have been gotten mixed in with the laundry. It's not mine, I don't think. Why don't you just hold on to it? 2,500. That's a fair chunk.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at the desert camp as the scorching sun sinks below the horizon, and the curtain of night falls over the land. Protected within the stalwart hull of the Gauntlet Runner, the party gains a short, peaceful respite.
You only run it during the day? Yeah, okay. Establishing an encampment. At night, the vast wilderness outside town is ensconced in darkness. Forcing your way through unmarked terrain is very dangerous, even with a stalwart gauntlet runner. Instead, establish camp somewhere safe. You can resume your travels the next morning. You reminisce about the journey with your allies. Okay. 3 days until we reach Martira. First time camping in the gauntlet runner. I'm kind of excited, but it'll be a long night, so why not spend some time relaxing with someone?
Hey.
What is he at? Looking for something to do? My weapons are as sharp as they're going to get, and I'm not up to much. Care to keep me company for a while? I can hone my imagination. Sure, why not? And then tomorrow we could do Hulkenberg.
Now then.
Next up is Martira. It feels like just yesterday when I first arrived in the royal capital. So much has happened in such a short span of time. I met you, we went over to the northern fortress and awakened a mysterious power. I'd once thought magic like this only existed in the heroic tales of times long past. Speaking of which, I'm thinking that perhaps this is the same power that the Hero Kings once used. If that's the case, then why do you think so many of them met miserable ends? Yeah, they lost to a greater power.
What's that about it?
Maybe they lost to an even greater power.
I see.
Perhaps it stands to reason that no matter how powerful you may feel, there exists a power to bring you to your knees. Yeah, mine is bad RNG, by the way. Perhaps it's not a matter of how much power you have, but how you choose to wield it. Moreover, we've got more than one power at our disposal. On top of that, we've got allies who share these abilities as well. We continue to master these archetypes, and maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to surpass the great hero kings of old. Though all this does make me wonder just how many more of these powers are still out there. Okay.
All right.
4 points. Holy shit. It's not a lot, but we're getting there. And now it's too early for bed. Let's talk some more. Alright, Stroll and I talk for a while. Sorry, I had to do that real quick.
Time marches on, and the age
The
of
past
new
increases,
king
the
draws
future
near.
recedes. Okay.
Good morning.
Top of the morning to you, my dear passengers. I trust that the sleeping quarters more than exceed your expectations. They're better than I feared, considering how tiny they are, but I've got a question of my own. Isn't the desert sand going to do a number on this runner? My boy, remember who maintains this rugged girl. Nary a grain of sand could fit between her seams, I assure you. Regardless, we'll be leaving these arid dunes behind tomorrow.
I knew it!
Wow, runners really are neat, aren't they? A carriage would never be able to get through the desert this fast, but just keep an eye on the road, okay, nurse? We'll arrive at Martira in 2 days, huh? What is this? What does he have now? Courage?
Hey.
Well, I'll do some maintenance on my weapons. You got the time, why not join me? It's refreshing for the mind as it is for our battles. Yep, courage, why not? Let's do courage. Let's have a look at your blade then.
Got a moment?
You'll think I'm getting ahead of myself here, but after things settle down, I like to live without the sword. I admire the idea of a world where monsters and senseless violence don't exist, where nothing is taken from you by others. That's why, one day, I want to restore my ruined hometown to its former glory. And not just mine, all the ruined hometowns.
Hey.
How about you? I shared my plan, let's hear yours. What will you do when the fight's over? I want to travel.
So that means...
I think I want to travel.
Oh, I see.
To go where the wind takes you, I take it. That does sound nice. We've got to get stronger. Even if the village gets rebuilt, it's all for naught if it's attacked by monsters again. I want to be strong enough to rid this country of monsters, not leave it to a spineless army and its incompetent generals. They only have the power to kill those who oppose them. They have no desire to protect their people, just like Lewis.
Look at that.
I want to do something about that too.
Yeah.
I agree, but seeing the state of our country's army, I'm all the more glad you're our captain, truly. You've resolved to stand on the front line of our fight, so it's only right that you lead. Ha! Our fight, I say. I forced my way into your mission.
Hey.
I envy you sometimes, you know, to act with such conviction. How does one become so bold? I do what I must.
Yeah.
I'm only doing what needs to be done, one step at a
Right.
time. Easier said than done. I get so fixated on the past, I lose sight of the present sometimes. You always look forward, and that's what I envy about you. All this to say, I have faith in you. We have more battles ahead, and I'll be counting on you to get us through them. In the end, the king will be determined by what the people think of as justice. They're free to make their choices, but so is the one being chosen. I wonder who it'll end up being after all this. Anyway, this sword's shining like new. Let's finish this up. Caring for my weapon has fortified my will to fight as well as increased my courage.
All right.
Yeah, because we have to raise courage. Courage and imagination are definitely our lowest. Okay, I spent some time with Stroll honing our weapons.
I say, we could
Break time, chums. There's something up ahead, so we'll be stopping there.
Coming now into view is the Tree of Prophecy, a resplendent tapestry of color against the backdrop of the bleak desert. One theory is that the tree's roots gorge on the land's magla, and still another is that it gorges on those enraptured by its colorful foliage, as though themselves snared by the bewitching magla surrounding the tree. The Gauntlet Runner comes to a stop at its base.
Okay. We don't have time to make tons of stops, though. Here we are. Shall we get a closer look? The Tree of Prophecy.
Wow.
It's so pretty.
That's...
It's not just the leaves, it's as though the whole area has been painted red.
Certainly.
This place calls to mind a picture book I read as a child, told of a great tree located somewhere within the country whose colors shifted to foretell unusual events in the times ahead. How exactly would a tree foretell the future, and how does a plant grow this huge in the middle of a desert? I'm not sure if this I'm not sure if this explains it, but I'm sensing an incredible amount of magla in the air here. If your hypothesis is correct, that would make this no mere tree, no sir, but a magical organism that feeds off of magla. As a matter of scientific research, I must document this discovery. Nurse pulled a sheet of paper and a brush from his pocket. He had to draw the landscape in front of him.
Hey.
Wow, Nurse, how'd you get so good at drawing? My boy, meticulous documentation is the foundation of all good research. There you have it. I'm finished. Take it as a keepsake. Yeah, wasn't it for research?
But...
I thought you needed it for research. All the pertinent information I need has been etched into my very mind. I can make do without the sketch itself. I received Nurse's research picture. The drawing is intricately detailed and could accurately convey the full majesty of this place to a viewer who has never been here. Why don't we give that to Maria? I bet she'd love to see something from our journey. We could tell her a story about this place. Next time we're in Grand Trad, I should give this drawing to Maria.
Huh?
Magical organism in the form of a tree. So aren't fairies in the same classification? Precisely. Gallica is a most precious treasure as well. I've been observing her closely, which has given me great insight into my own research into flight.
Huh?
You've been observing me this whole time? I don't recall you asking, so knock it off.
However,
Turning our attention back to the tree, I have heard that it tints itself blue to herald the arrival of favorable developments. I wonder what manner of anomaly its current color portends. I took a brief detour, but I feel that seeing that rare sight has broadened my wisdom.
All right.
Alright, it's a free wisdom upgrade.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives in a quiet clearing, concealed by boulders, as darkness reclaims the wilderness for itself. Monsters run rampant in the wilds. To sleep here would be perilous, unless from within the safety of a Gauntlet Runner. The party, secure in their Gauntlet Runner, spends the night in peace, hidden from hungry gazes.
Alright, very nice. We'll be in Martira the day after tomorrow. I wonder what kind of place Martira is. Yeah, I guess we do Hulkenberg tonight.
well met.
I don't suppose you're as overburdened with free time as I am. I'm certainly no stranger to traveling, but I have no idea how to spend idle hours. If the idea appeals, might we talk a bit? By recalling the past and planning for the future at Hulkenberg, maybe I can hone my imagination, yes. This power we've awoken to, I have all sorts of questions But what I really find curious are these forms we take on. Each has their unique aspects, but one bit they all have in common is their armor-like appearance. What do you make of that? It's cool,
Certainly.
I guess. I think it looks cool.
I see.
I do find the austerity of the designs intriguing, but I was not speaking on how they look per se. In my opinion, the armor encloses the raging forces within us, allowing us to direct that power as one directs a horse by its reins. It said that people lose their magic because they refuse to confront their fears and anxieties, forever unaware of that power lurking within them. Is that not then the very condition to awaken our slumbering power? Also, hence why it is so exhausting, why it cannot be maintained for long. The ravenous appetite I had afterwards is proof. We do well to practice diligence maintaining our food reserves. Hulkenberg and I talked about things to come. I feel like my imagination increased.
All right.
They're basically giving you like a free buff first. Like, I'm like halfway now. Getting quite late, but we have a ways to go yet, so I would very much like to continue chatting with you. Alright, Hulkenberg and I talk for a while.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws near.
I love this. It's so ominous.
Finally! We're out of the desert! Oh wow, I missed all this green!
Why is it so bumpy?
Oh, he's
That'd be
road
the
sick.
change in terrain, lad.
See, you got to let the suspensions get used to hard ground instead of soft sand.
Must be nice to fly everywhere. What the? Did we just crash?
Of course not. That's
Attack? Yeah. Remember, we don't have protection yet, so yeah, people can fight. All the runner-ups, basically, they can do whatever they want to each other.
My star is rising! Ah!
We can turn that off.
Sanctism will reign! It's them. Remember, from the opening ceremony. I think one of them is Guido, Forden's confidant, and the other is Luis's man, Gladel.
Prominent candidates. Shouldn't the king's magic petrify them for their aggression?
No, see where they're aiming. They're not shooting to kill, just to take out the opposing runner's legs.
Doesn't seem like they're trying to land a fatal shot, just aiming to break the opposing side's gauntlet run.
stuck out in the wilds with no working runner. Whether they survive or not, they're dashed well out of the race.
So 'tis a clash to halt each other's advance. Damned fools couldn't resist a show of force.
Look, over by the legs. That crier is there too.
I see. Acting as witness to the higher candidate's conflict. It seems Gladel cannot match Guido's firepower.
Our plan hinges on winning Luis's favor. Can we afford to abandon Glodell if he's one of Luis's supporters?
What's our plan? If we just hang back and watch, Godot's gonna win. And Forden gets a leg up on the competition.
Oh, shit. We actually have to decide how this is going to go out, huh? Forden will get a leg up. Ah, shit. I don't know if we should rush in there to help. Let's see how it plays
How about we
out.
see how it plays out?
No, I think we should step in on Gladel's side. I know, I don't like it either.
Yeah,
But if we
okay, they're
want
going to
Luis's
force you.
favor,
I was going to say,
it
let's
might
see
be
what
the strategic
happens, and then
way
let's see if
move.
we could pick
Agreed.
favors. Yeah.
Let us ride to Gladel's
Okay, they're
aid.
going to force you. Oh, well.
Say, hold on. You realize you're a no-name candidate, eh? If he wants to shut you out, he'll not have
Yeah,
to
like, we
get
could actually
shot
get fucked
out
over here.
It's a runner, isn't it? If things get too dicey, we'll just run. Didn't you say we had the fastest craft around?
Fine. Suppose there's no room for caution if we want the world's eyes on us.
Okay then, it's settled. Let's make sure he owes us big.
There should be an external runner phone out there.
What?
We're here to help. Withdraw, Gladel. Why do you stand for Luis's forces? Well, sorry, can't get into it now. That Cornland one. You're that commoner candidate who destroyed the Grand Cathedral.
What?
Was that not
Oh, that's how they're painting it.
You would profane the sacred a second time.
Sorry. Oh shit. Yeah, this is exactly what I was afraid of.
So be it. In God's name, be thou punished.
This is what I was afraid of. You know, when his monks have boarded the deck, also you know his magic won't shield us. He's aiming to kill us here and now.
You dare?
Yeah, like I
interfere
said,
in
all
my
the
fight?
non-runner-ups
Know your
don't have
place.
magic
Is it
protecting
fame
them.
you seek? You thought by confronting me, you might lift your own names. Then you chose the wrong opponent.
I hate to interrupt, old egg, but it's a touch more complex than that.
We of the Crown Theocracy's monk army have silenced all who would oppose the eminence of God. Your petty ruses are beneath me. Now you shall know how powerless you truly are.
Remember, the king's magic means we cannot move to strike Godot himself.
Really?
Go for his followers
Oh my
first.
god.
We'll thin their
So
numbers
it
and turn
depends.
the
It
tide.
depends how
Go
far
on,
ahead
my
you are. So you have to be a certain
Put the
number.
fear of
So
God
yeah,
into
they
these
can't hurt each other, but they
commoners.
could kill us. They know that magic won't save us.
Magic.
Oh my god.
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
Are you prepared? Hack and slash.
Okay.
I won't hold back.
What do you think hurts them?
Burn.
Alright, we'll
I
resist.
stand ready.
Technically, couldn't I just retry like this over and over until I know all of his
Don't
weaknesses?
forget about the petrification magic.
There's
I'll cut you
petrification
down.
magic. That's gonna be great.
I won't hold back. Let's go. Freeze.
Yeah, so maybe these guys are like all top 100 or some shit, top 50.
Charging in! Oh, power of heroes! Sever!
Oh, he puts on a cocky smirk because he knows he doesn't need to do anything. Oh, great. Oh, fantastic.
What could you hope to achieve?
Yeah, what the hell are you even doing? Excellent, I'm weak to it. Sweet.
Only a flash
Captain's
wound.
hurt bad.
Still fight.
Let's get him some healing. He knows we can't attack him.
No holding
Yeah,
back.
this is just him dicking around.
Right on target. Nice
Fight
one,
is
Roll.
power.
Captain,
Let
you've got your
justice
defense.
prevail.
Boy, should I just bait? I don't even know.
I strike with
We definitely have to kill the monk first.
Are you prepared? I'll cut you down.
That's pretty unfortunate. I only hit twice. This is all a joke to me. Did you not?
What could you hope to achieve?
Stroll can't take any more.
Let's go.
It's ridiculous, man.
You're not out of this yet.
You think this is a game that'll let you have 4 party members and we just don't have our 4th party member yet?
like the wind. Worthy foe.
No holding back. Hack and slash.
Let's go.
I return.
More resilient than I expected. I would lose nothing by conceding this fight. But the faithful are watching. For the sake of my dear brethren, I must hold nothing back. Now, feel the righteous truth of sanctism engraved upon your flesh.
Does this mean he's getting serious?
Rise, my
Get
brothers.
in there.
Excellent.
Sanctism.
You know, maybe I should have waited and tried to finish off both of them on the same turn. That might have been a mistake. I might have to start baiting with Hulkenberg now.
Down.
Observe, let justice prevail.
Alright, still can't harm him.
Conviction.
Now, are you prepared? I'll cut you down.
Oh, he resists? Fuck.
Witness me, brethren.
No synthesis. This is gonna be pretty brutal, actually. Because what is he weak to? Who knows? Maybe what I have to do is I have to heal Stroll.
Healing power.
Just get ahead on healing with that lucky crit.
Sanctism will reign.
Only a flesh wound.
Sanctism
Mage
will
holiness.
Hulkenberg's badly wounded. Someone heal her.
Because she's the only one who can actually hit this. Oh no, he resists it? Oh, he resists everything. Fuck.
She needs help.
Peasants.
Go for it.
Hulkenberg's guard
Fight
is
is
down.
power.
Thank you. I stand ready. Knight!
I guess we could use Knight's Proclamation.
Is that all?
I guess this guy has to be taken out with magic, no matter what.
Sanctism will reign!
4 HP, not bad.
Can anyone heal him?
God damn.
Sanctism will reign!
Someone heal her. You're all hurt bad. Can
Holy
anyone get a
fuck.
healing
I think we just pass and heal. Do you still have Hama? Yeah, but there's no way that he's weak to Hama. That would be so ridiculous. I could heal, right? And then pass it around, heal both. I think I just have to use items. Oh, fucking hell, dude.
Hold on.
Let's pass.
I will fight with rage. We can do this.
I'm obliged.
Stroll can't take any
Sworn
more.
oath of knighthood.
Someone heal him.
We could pass again and heal again. Oh, shit. We're in a really bad spot.
Not
Synthesis from throw swords of defense. Nullifies one elemental attack for all casters and allies row. Oh, that could be good, because then we won't take damage from holiness, right? Or we could deal good damage, but he's resistant to pierce, right? Whoops. He's resistant to pierce. Actually, we don't know. We don't know if he's resistant to pierce or not. We might have to rewind and try this again. It's not a big deal. Let's just try different things. I feel like you should just try it for the first attempt anyway, and then just do random shit for the second attempt.
Sanctism will reign!
nothing.
Okay, that sucks. Oh, I'm dead. Guard duty. Does nothing to her. Yeah, triggering guard duty is crazy, but I don't think we're gonna get this through. We need to figure out what this guy is weak to, pretty much. That's basically what we should do now. So that way we know next time how to strike. Because actually the healer probably isn't that bad. So let's try this. Alright, he's weak to ice. Okay, now we know that. It's unfortunate you have to do this the first time. We just don't have enough party members to kick it around enough. Alright, we know exactly what to do. He's weak to ice. The other guy is just... I don't even know if he's weak to anything that we could really use.
Will you heed?
No, I will not. Wait, where was the autosave? Did I fuck up? Oh my god, I fucked up. I didn't reload from the fight. God damn it. Well, I talked to Hulk,
Well
but
met.
we can at least skip this. Yes. What do you make of that? It's bizarre. Let's see if we get a different answer from this. Alright, cool.
All right.
Thank you. I thought retry the battle would be the first option. It's actually not.
Time marches on, and the age
The
of a new
past
king
increases, the
draws
future
nearer.
recedes. Okay, here we go. Skip. Yeah.
My star.
What's our plan? If we just hang back and
Let's help him out.
Give Glodella a hand here.
Good thinking.
Yeah, that way we can win his okay. Honestly, we probably get rid of the spear user, but what you really should do is probably get them both low, finish them off in one turn. That probably ends the fight.
I hate to interrupt, old egg.
Okay.
don't forget about the petrification magic.
Do they still keep your knowledge? No, you don't. You have to rewind the fight. If you actually lose, you don't get to keep knowledge. Okay, that's fine.
I'll cut you down.
Right on target.
Nice.
Nice one, Stroll.
To the rear guard. Let's go.
Liz.
Ice.
You hit their wishes.
Oh,
Power of heroes.
I mean, like, what should she even do? Because she could yield. She'll get her turn back. So let's have her yield her turn.
Stay my blade.
In the name, I shall vanquish evil.
Let's do Slicer.
Hack and slash.
Nice.
I'll show you the
Same thing. We use Blizz.
freeze.
Observe the enemy.
And now we could Knight's Proclamation.
I stand waiting.
I shall seize my chance. What could you hope to achieve? God.
He knows we can't attack him. He's toying with us.
Yeah, but that's fine. It'll be his undoing. It's actually way less deadly when there's no one else moving.
Royal Soul.
When it's only these two, it's easy. So we'll leave this guy. We'll hit him maybe 1 or 2 more times. So if we yield... I think she has to proclamate this turn because we got a crit last time.
Are you prepared?
And then we hit
Cut
this
you
dude.
down.
Get him nice and low so we can try to finish them both off. That probably ends the fight. So there's going to be like a bunch of different fights in this game that are all like, you know, weird different puzzles basically. Like there's different ways to handle it, obviously. So it's up to you to figure that out. You have to like solve how to take out each enemy as efficiently as possible, basically. See, now he's 1 away. So we could pass. No, there's no reason to pass because we get hit. And we could probably kill both of them this turn. Yes, definitely. You know, it doesn't matter. Just use your biggest hit.
Vitus power. Freeze.
So, the faithful are broken before you, yet your desperate struggling is for naught. You cannot defy the inevitable. I am immune to all your wicked harms.
Oh, he gets to do whatever he wants, and we can't even get near him.
Bend the knee and yield to the divine truth of sanctism.
All right, there we go. But wait, can't we just knock him off the gauntlet runner?
Now, are you prepared for the end?
Ha! I think not, you rotter!
And I leave him in the wilderness.
We've nothing to lose. At the very least, I can thrash your old clunker until it's inoperable.
This is a waste of my time. So be it. You'll face your divine punishment soon enough.
Phew. Finally, he took the hint. Hey, get down here.
He might actually become a party member.
What are you playing at? You think I owe you now or something? I would have been fine without your meddling.
I guess you live to see another day.
I guess you survived this time.
Don't you talk down to me. You want to see what I'm really capable of?
Why, Gladell, surely you can spare some manners for a crew that saved our lives? Honestly, that got a bit ugly for my liking.
Well, well, well. Do my eyes deceive me? Juna the songstress in the flesh. What brings you all the way out here? A little tryst on the road, is it?
Nothing so saucy. I'm afraid this cad's just my chauffeur. Now please, darling, a little privacy, or I'll have to charge for an interview.
Fair enough, miss. Fair enough. Nothing you're not used to. Consider me chastened and shooed. Besides, I might have found another angle here that's just as promising.
You surprised me out there, love. You
Look at him, he's vibing.
So you're not just a pretty face. You were more help than my useless driver, at least.
Look here. However talented and famed a songstress she may be, you must remember to contain...
Right, don't lose yourself in front of the e-girl.
Songstress? Wait, is she the same Nydia lady who sang at the opening ceremony?
Aye, but that's... oh, blast it all, I can't take it anymore.
Your biggest fan? Oh, no, right. I care about this.
Suspensions anywhere. You had Caden workshop on this, eh? Yes.
Maybe this Lewis guy isn't so bad after all.
Luis really shells out for his own.
By the crown, you can't be serious! She is Juna! The kingdom's greatest singer! The dulcet diva! Oh, this is preposterous! Surely I can't be the only one starstruck? Really? No one else wants to shake her hand? Well, then on behalf of this group,
I'll do it.
I suppose it falls to me.
You're an interesting little ensemble. Is that a fairy? A real living one?
Yeah, I used to think that she was invisible. That was really weird. Like, just no one
Hey,
ever commented
there.
on her. Yeah, obviously, they just fly everywhere. They have a flying gauntlet runner. Is it even a runner at that point?
An airborne
Yeah.
gauntlet runner. He's actually finished it.
There he is.
Luis.
My Lord Luis. How kind to provide a personal escort.
So that's it. I thought it was strange that a candidate like Gladel got stuck playing someone's driver.
But she was still the Sanctist's pick for the opening ceremonies? Guess even Forden's camp has to bend to popular opinion.
My humblest apologies, my Lord Luis, for this travesty, especially when you had graced me with the privilege of bearing the lovely Lady Juna.
Glad to see Lady June is safe, at least.
I could have crushed that churchman like a bug. And I would have if these insolent fools hadn't.
I'm sure. Sorry, don't much care.
It would seem you had to clean up my associate's mess. I'd like to express my gratitude, but if I might ask, who are you?
Yeah. I'm a candidate.
I'm just another candidate.
Indeed. Then we are both striving for the throne. One would think you commoners, but for the Lady Knight at your side. And you have a gauntlet runner. Most curious. What made you decide to enter the competition?
Obviously, we're not going to tell him that we
Looks like
plan to
he's more
suck
interested
up
than
to
we
him.
anticipated.
Like, yeah, what the
This won't
fuck,
be
dude?
our chance, so choose your words wisely, okay?
He's asking why I became a candidate. Yeah, or maybe we do suck up to him. To help you.
I want to help you, Count Luis.
Oh? You fight in my name, do you?
Really now? So, you thought you'd step in for a little self-promotion?
We want to help anyone in need. That's what we believe in. Anyone. Most interesting. However, my immediate needs are met in terms of sword hands.
Oh, come now. Don't they have a certain charisma to them? Why? I dare say I saw them use magic without igniters.
Please, I know we can help you. We want nothing more than to see your vision realized, Lord Luis. You do know what that vision is built on, don't you? If you would claim yourself my ally, then prove your power before all the kingdom's eyes. You can't change the world without power, after all. If you can manage that, I'll consider your proposal.
This just feels gross, man.
See you, loves.
Alright.
Don't think this changes anything. Come on, Hector.
Hector. I'm surprised it doesn't bark in response.
It soars like a damn bird.
Right then. What could have gone worse? We were lucky we managed to connect with Luis this early.
No thanks to that Gladel. Even should we be accepted, he'll be no ally of ours.
Well, at the very least, Luis knows our faces. All we have to do now is avoid screwing it up.
He wants to see our power, does he? Then let's find Heisme, bring him to justice, and show the nation we're a force to be reckoned with.
Indeed.
As the chirping birds return to their nests and the darkness claims its dominion, the Gauntlet Runner at last arrives at its repose, a place grown thick with trees. Are the sounds from between the trees just the leaves being caressed by the wind? Or are they the whispers of the beguiling beings of the dark?
Yeah, I hope it's just the leaves. Oh yeah, we never have to find out. Very nice.
Within the Gauntlet Runner.
Until they were. Something else horrible happens, of course.
Ah! Oh, damn it, blast!
Did you hear that?
It's over. The end of the road. So ends the life of the genius engineer.
Let's say we go check on him. Hey! Nurse, you okay?
Oh, you two. Terribly sorry. it's nothing, really.
Yeah, you seem troubled. It's
Is
totally
there something
something. It's
troubling
everything.
Ah, well, I suppose you could say that. It's just the runner, you see. She's in top shape, but I wanted to make her peerless. An absolute beauty, you know, top of her class. Something that would make even old Luis's runner look like a ballet apple cart. I'd not be floundering so much if I just had a bit of spark.
A spark?
Yes, my girl.
Of inspiration,
A spark
yeah.
of inspiration. A moment of epiphany, like when I saw the lost relic.
Lost relic? Doesn't ring a bell.
Ah, yes, context. They say that long, long ago, there was a civilization so highly advanced it was beyond.
This is
all
such a
modern
trope in
understanding.
fantasy.
Automation ruled the day. People lived surrounded by machinery with no need to work. Legend has it that they lived lives of convenience and comfort, but somehow that civilization just up and disappeared. God only knows what happened to them.
Sounds kind of far-fetched already.
Hear me out, would you? The point is, once in a stretch, you hear about someone unearthing relics from those days of yore. Absolutely inscrutable to the layman, don't you know? But those in the know would recognize such a prize at a single glance.
Alright. Who'd you hear this from?
Who'd you hear this from?
Heard it, lad. I've seen it with my own eyes. You see, there was this old inventor in the neighborhood where I grew up, quite sharp, but a bit balmy. That old fellow only showed me his find once, but even seeing it lit a fire in me, like being struck by lightning. After that, it was like a boiling pot. Ideas, ideas, ideas rising to the surface. And my tinkering always came out marvelous. Some proper court engineer-worthy genius. Something about it utterly captured my imagination. The lost relic, I mean.
Wow. You could try getting him to show you again.
If only I could.
He's
That
probably
old
long
fellow
dead.
went back to his
or
own
that.
hometown.
Yeah.
That single solitary glimpse of the past was all I had. The old goat. He told me he'd leave me the relic in his will.
Okay, so where's this guy's hometown?
Oh no!
Oh, some tiny hamlet somewhere on the outskirts of Martira. A village by the name of Camiro or some.
So we're probably going to be based out of Martira for a bit. So, well, anything we need to do there, we'll have to do there. Yeah, maybe we should look into Camaro when we get to Martira.
This one's important.
An old inventor Neurus once knew is living in Camaro. He may be able to tell us more about the relic once he once showed Neurus. Okay. Okay.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws
All right.
nearer.
So I was gonna say maybe we'll talk to we could talk to Neurus, but it seems like it was automatic because it gives you a quest. Arrive at Martyr this evening, then. Good. Soon be liberated from this blasted shaking. Liberated? I do believe I take offense to that. The fairy girl's right, you know, a carriage could never keep up this pace. Some gratitude would be appreciated. Apologies, I am grateful. It's just hard to show it while on the verge of losing your lunch. That, and I pray we can avoid further hindrances like yesterday's. Once we arrive in town, we're supposed to meet with Barden, right? I'm sure the sights will be distracting. Let's not keep the man waiting.
Departing the capital and barreling southward, the party's gauntlet runner at last arrives in the old castle town, Martira, where their client Barden awaits. The towering castle's stark walls stare down coldly upon its visitors. The only question now is whether or not this gambit was the right move.
This is all run down, damn.
'Tis far more desolate a place than I'd heard.
Not many people out. It's like everyone's afraid of something.
Are they all afraid of Heisme that much, or is it just run down? Huh.
Ah, you're here. I've been hoping you'd show up soon.
I know it's been a while, but we pledged to help you. We'll not go back on our word.
Glad to hear it. I'm sure Lady Joanna will also be pleased. Oh, your pardon. Lady Joanna rules this city. She's also a most holy sanctuaress of the Sanctus Church. She lives there, in Criganti Castle.
I take it the locals are hoping for His Eminence Forden to win the tournament.
Aye, naturally. No sane and righteous man would want Luis on the throne. Speaking of, I heard there was a scuffle on the road between two candidates gauntlet runners. The criers say Forden's allies suffered the worst of it.
Ah, well, that's Luis's camp for you. I assume it was them. I mean, some nasty characters at his heel, eh?
Yeah. All fights have casualties.
But surely all fights have casualties.
I suppose. There is truth in that.
Hey, read the room, will ya?
Captain, are you sure we can trust these strangers? These bounty boarders are always in it just for the money.
Looks like his officer's not on our side just yet.
Dinna be rude, Morris. They've come a long way for our sakes. Now, I'm sure you must be knackered from the journey. Let me show you to an inn. You can try our local speciality, perhaps.
Ah, you've a local delicacy. It would be a welcome treat.
You chaps go on. The old girl needs a bit of maintenance after carrying us so far.
Can't that wait until you've eaten?
Too much at stake, lad. Go on, don't worry, and I'll sort her out. Might well fix the Bally Waterworks while I'm at it.
Yeah.
Come, everyone.
That way people can actually take baths. It probably increases, like, tolerance or something. I don't know. God damn! What a welcome!
Is this some kind of smoked dish?
Is it a bug?
Roasted larvae of the giant sand.
Oh!
It's Martira's culinary speciality. Cooked to a delicate finish, just enough to preserve all the natural juices and flavors of the innards.
Oh, good. Larval innards.
Probably delicious,
It's a
though.
unique texture,
Yeah.
to be sure, but the taste is divine, exquisite.
You're completely serious, aren't you?
Something the matter? Do try some of your own before it gets cold.
Yeah, do it. That's great.
Looks great.
What is with that smile? Not you two.
Listen, it might improve my tolerance. I'll do anything to level up my stats at this point. The rich flavors are bursting in my mouth. It's surprisingly tasty.
You fairly eat with gusto, young man. Passion worthy of a royal candidate. How was it? Sometimes the insides can twitch a bit, but it's harmless, I assure you.
Would that I had time to try more of your dishes, but... to business. Can you fill us in on the details of all these kidnappings?
Aye. Our wee ones have been going missing for at least 6 months. All told, we're looking at 15 children now unaccounted for.
Jesus.
You think this
That's
Heismay
enough for a
is your
kindergarten.
I'm told he's a disgraced knight with nowhere else to turn. We've no proof, but the pieces fit. Seems to me that with nothing else to lose, he's gone rogue.
For a man who claimed a knight's honor to stoop to such horrors. 'Tis unacceptable. We must end this quickly, for our sake and his own.
If I recall the brief, it'll be quite a feat to even get near this Heismay. His hideout was in the midst of the Sandworm's territory, yes?
Aye, well remembered. He certainly isn't going to make this easy for us.
So, is Heismay's hideout way out here? Looks pretty far from Martira.
The giant sandworm's nest in the wasteland, reputed to be the hideout of Heismay the Kidnapper. The area is subject to a unique weather phenomenon known as a sand flash.
Let's see here.
That's the giant sandworm's nest.
There's a runner.
A rival gauntlet runner.
Let's see.
Okay.
Here's where we are now.
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder how he can even survive out there.
We've been chasing any lead we have, but we can't figure it all out. We're in over our heads.
Alright. We'll get the job done.
We'll get this job done.
We're awful grateful to have you. And don't worry, we'll pay you what you're due. After all, nobody else in the royal capital would give it a second glance.
We help anyone in need. That's why we've come this far.
Inspiring words, young man. Now, I hope you're not full yet. We've a whole spread of other dishes for you.
Oh no, well don't fatten us up too much.
Now this is the pride of the town. A fine sweetmeat made from the juvenile sandworm's entrails. You'll find this tastes as sweet as any dessert. Together, I'm sure we can find a way to the stronghold without falling prey to those worms. Now, please, dig in.
Oh no.
It is altogether different from the roast.
Okay, she likes it.
Why, it is succulent as a mellow fruit. Another marvel.
You must have gotten used to eating anything you had to out in the wilds, eh?
Yeah, so anything
I'll
tastes
schedule
good.
a meeting with the Honourable Lady Joanna tomorrow. Please, rest your weary heads for today.
If they aren't here to con a free meal out of us, that is.
Now, let's go.
Damn, we haven't even started. Shit. At least let us fail first.
It's been a while.
Yeah, we came all the way out here just to take meals. Sounds good.
Exactly.
We're gonna meet the lady of the town first thing in the morning, so get your beauty sleep, okay?
Aye.
Don't mind me, I only just arrived here, so it's not like I overheard that conversation you had with Barden. If I did hear something, it's not like I tell anybody. I would never be as a professional informant if I didn't know how to handle sensitive information. Okay. Alright, well, we can't talk to him now. All the cuisine here was delicious to the last meal. Martyr is a fine city indeed, which makes this Heismay's offenses all the more damning. If all we've heard is true, hunting him will be a trial indeed. To be expelled from the order is one thing, but to be wholly stripped of his knighthood, I would not be surprised if the man's given in to despair.
Pleasure to see you.
The entire time was reserved for your party's private use. I declare a house full of drunkards for this, so I hope you're all worth it. Still, it was nice of you to come all this way, traveler. Please make yourselves comfortable. Beds are in the back, past the door next to the desk. Visca Alba. Finally free of those tiny runner bunks. Nice to sleep in an inn. Either works. As long as I can sleep, it doesn't matter where. I could see the monsters out there when we camp on the runner, so I could rest a little easier in an inn. I wish Nurse would come inside with us, but I suppose if the runner is a castle, then he is its king. Alright, let's rest.
Good night.
Oh, something's tied around my cable.
Time marches on, and the age
Alright, we're probably going to get our time limit and all that stuff now.
It's gorgeous out.
What beautiful weather. I think I might have overslept though. Where is everyone? They went to Crigante Castle ahead of us. Apparently we could get there by climbing the stairs in Stairstone Market. My friend is missing. Am I next?
Beg your pardon?
All these rumors of abductions just make my skin crawl. I can't stop thinking the buggers might be prowling around as we speak. I want to run away, but I can't leave the farm. See, when you don't have a gauntlet runner, leaving is no trifling matter.
People missing.
Hello there.
There's some water. Mellow milk. Fruit cordial restores 30 MP to one ally. That could be worth buying a couple. Oh, he was the only 3? Yeah, okay. Small price to pay.
An elder candidate? No.
An elder? What the fuck?
What'll I do here?
Can't be.
There you go.
Okay.
Why would you bet you get kidnapped next?
What'll it be?
Superior mundane threads. Sanctor's mantle. Oops. Slash Damascus Samshear. Partisan. Slayer's Base Lord. Strike increases fire attack strength, increases ice. Damascus Club. See, this would be good. I already have increases ice. You think fire would be good? Like if I had enough money, I would buy it, but yeah. Let's hold off before we do anything. Before we start spending all our money, we might need something coming up. I bet I get kidnapped next. Then I don't have to go to work.
You!
Anyone interested with this rock and all the faces? Yeah.
Hang on.
Just a
What
quick
if...
peek and then we'll leave. I see.
I see.
Kara said the stones had appeared all around the world, and they weren't wrong. That means wherever we are, we'll be able to know the rankings. It's handy. First is Forden, then second is Lewis. The support they've earned is kind of overwhelming. Even after a human rampage in front of the Grand Cathedral, Lewis's following is as strong as ever. If anything, he's more popular. Goes to show how dissatisfied people were under the previous king. If we don't handle this smartly, Lewis could very well end up king. We have to stop that from happening, at least. I'm sure Forden's going to be making a move, too. Thou who art destined to become king, locus of his people's support, great custodian of their anxieties, at the foot of this monumental stone will their feelings gather as mag. To thee, by thy daily standing accumulated, by which thy growth is empowered, this mag is henceforth entrusted. Through the king's magic, the faces of the highest ranking candidates have appeared on gigantic stones called coronation rocks, which have appeared throughout the land. Interact with them to see who's on top. The amount of mag equal to the people's faith in the protagonist will accumulate at the coronation rocks. You can collect days worth of accumulation at once. The higher the protagonist's popularity, the more mag there is to collect.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't stand anywhere. It only shows the top 3. We don't stand anywhere. Okay.
Oh, any one of
Well met.
Yeah, late. Barbarden is waiting on tenterhooks. Apparently the lady has graciously agreed to meet with us. Let's not keep her waiting. Okay.
I've awaited you.
So you've all come. Fantastic. Lady Joanna is waiting inside. Let's go right now, if that's all right.
Aye. Yes.
Please, come this way.
May I present Lady Joanna, Sanctoress and the ruler of this city. These are the ones who have undertaken the request to subjugate Heisme.
I am Joanna, presiding lady of this city. On its behalf, you have my gratitude for traveling all the way from the royal capital.
Lady Joanna refused to use taxes to pay for this, so she sold her own heirlooms and possessions to secure the funds.
It's clear you want only the best for your people, milady. So we'll give you our best in return.
I cannot claim any nobility above yours. Even as other aspirants to the throne quarrel and bicker, you've chosen instead to help the kingdom's people.
Well, we don't deserve that much credit. After all, we're not helping for free.
Even so, please put an end to this tragedy.
Alright, we won't let you down.
We won't let you down.
Thank you.
We will.
In truth, I thought it foolish to decide a monarch by a simple vote of popularity. But perhaps there is something to it. Here is my offer. If you get rid of the culprit, I will appeal to the people of this town to support you.
'Tis most kind, but can you truly afford that? Surely, as a church sanctoress, His Eminence Forden would expect your support.
Yeah, but the church isn't
Indeed.
helping them. Yeah.
However, I would
That
rather
simple.
have a king who truly cares for his subjects.
Yes, Lady Joanna.
Now, I must return to my duties. I shall await our next meeting.
We're counting on you.
'Twas a confident smile indeed, with a great deal of pain behind it.
I know it's but a step in our plan, but truly, I hope we can help these people. She even promised us political support.
She did say it. Oh, I mean, I can't help but wonder if she'll keep her word on that. It's quite a promise to make when she barely knows us.
Did something seem amiss?
Not in particular. Maybe it's just the gloominess of this place getting to me.
Maybe it's
So
opposite
what are we
day.
gonna
Who
do about
knows?
Heisme? We'll have to go out in Sandworm territory to find him, right?
The mere fact of his kidnappings suggests he's passing unseen by guards and sandworms alike. The question is, how?
Let's ask around the city a bit first. Though I can't say we'll find many willing to talk with the streets this deserted. Maybe we'll have better luck around the taverns and shops.
Alright. Well, yeah, someone's had to have seen
should
something,
go.
right? We should ask around too. What have you seen? You there, can I talk to you for a bit? Heard you're gonna catch that Heisme for us. Just wanted to give you my thanks. You see, my wife, she's one of the people that have gone missing. I don't know if I could be of any help to you, but please, if there's anything I could do, just say the word. Unfortunately, I don't know much about the sandworm, so I can't be of help. You'll have to ask the others around here. The shopkeepers might know more. That's the Stairstone Market. Let's try asking around there. That sucks. His wife just randomly disappeared one day. 15 children and a bunch of adults.
Welcome.
Oh, sorry. Afraid I'm also out of meat today. It's okay. We're after information more than meat today. You don't happen to know anything about a giant sandworm, do you? Only that it's dangerous. When I go hunting, I give him a wide berth. What if he's hiding in the sandworm? What if this is a Jabu Jabu or Monstro tier thing? Yeah. I might try asking that fellow by the armor shop. He's got quite a fondness for giant sandworm larvae. Armor shop? This is the, yeah, let's just go in here just to get it on the map. Now every day an elder comes by. I mean, no offense, as long as you buy something. Mesmer eyes. I mean, you know what? I'll buy some healing items, right? I could buy some more of these. Pleasure doing business.
Whoa!
In your face, you the helper I heard about? Didn't expect you to be an Elda. I'll be fine. I brought my friends. See that massive gauntlet runner over there and all. Not that I think you can't do the job. But Barton pictured that I believe in you. You think a kidnapper's scary, but this Heisman fellow's beyond the pale. I heard he can command illusions. Anything's possible when he's able to abduct folk right off the street. You better be damn careful. What are we gonna do? Use me as bait? Think about it. An Elda slave or whatever he's using for them for. How could he resist, right?
What'll I do here?
What is it?
Giant sandworm. We Martyrans love our edible grubs. We're a bit indifferent to their inedible parents. Larva's my personal favorite, but I know little about them before they make it to the kitchen. You may know more about them. Oh, someone. There was a merchant yesterday at the tower, bro, so he got real close to the sandworm's den. Could be quite the feast. Maybe he's still in town. Some good info. Maybe there's merchants still nearby. Let's ask around Thoroughfare Square and Stone Stair Market. Okay, put this on the map.
What'll it be?
Okay, armor. Obviously, all this is good. We just don't have any money. That's the one thing. It's sometimes hard to get like a lot of money and funds because the time limit in this game always is like bearing down on you, basically. You know, like that's why Tokyo Mirage Sessions plays so different. But at the same time, you know, it's a very big variety of games we've got coming out of Atlas, and that's why I like them. The only thing is that, you know, it's just sometimes with Persona and SMT, they're very anal about people doing playthroughs, but here's the barge in there. I don't even know what's back there. But yeah, you know, so far it's been all good.
What you want to know?
You're at the tavern. What's your business with me? We're looking for a merchant. Wonder what something to say about giant sandworm yesterday. The guy from last night, yeah, he was blathering so loud you heard him whether you wanted to or not. Yeah, know what he said? Why don't you ask him yourself? I know your next question is playing his day, but where is he? I'm this town's informant. You see, I can tell you where that merchant is, among other things, but information isn't free. Here you go. I don't care.
Thank you kindly.
I wonder what happens if you don't have enough money. Like, if you have 0 items, 0 money, 0 anything. Like, does the game... There must be some way past it. Like, maybe someone comes down and just offers to pay it or something. I don't know. Okay.
Here's the wheel,
The Ishkia in front of the fountain just there. He drank so much yesterday he was practically taking a bath. Now he's hungover. Alright. Let's go talk to him.
I'm out of ideas. People, I can hardly think of it.
What is it? You got business with me? Is a tree got pretty close to the giant sandworm's den. How'd you manage to do it and live to tell the tale? Oh, right. To tell you the truth, I didn't get that close to it. I just found a giant sandworm husk. That was it. And then at the bar, I was pretty excited and, well, pretty drunk. Anyway, at some point, the story turned to me waltzing right up to the sandworm and staring it down. And I regret that now.
No good.
No one seems to have any information. It's almost sunset, too. Let's meet at the tavern. What a waste. You didn't even go do anything. So we're just going to have to wander the desert.
I suppose we knew it wouldn't be that simple.
It is far too early to give up. I spent over a year asking after the prince with no luck. And still I did not falter.
Yes, and it's very admirable. But I think I'd prefer a change of tack instead.
We also don't have a year.
You there. Might you answer a question?
Terribly sorry, but I can't help you. I'm just here on my leisure. You're better off finding the information you're looking for elsewhere.
That's Heisme. Dude, it's 100% Heisme. Pompous man.
Suspicious character, isn't he?
Hey, you lot. You seriously gonna hunt down Heisme? You're Barden's man.
Yeah, the guy with the attitude.
Not sure I should tell you this, but here I am. There's actually a way to avoid the giant sandworms. You just gotta wait for the sand flash. It's a local event. A kind of storm. The wind kicks up sand peppered with magic crystals. Not too uncommon a sight around here. Our diviners say we'll have a sand flash in about 5 days. Seems to put most wild beasts to sleep. Might be some magic effect, or might just be waiting out the storm. And that includes the sandworms. Eh? They'll nod off, and with proper timing, you'll sneak right past them. Heisme might well be using the same trick himself.
We're much obliged, but if you know all this, why haven't you and the guard gone out?
A guard
I'm on his payroll.
You'd wake up the whole den. Didn't much like saying it, but us local lads wouldn't be much use against Heisme anyway. But you think you can handle him? Aye? Wouldn't be here otherwise.
Yeah, with this information we can.
That information is all we needed. Thanks for the help.
Very timely too, huh?
Don't worry, no charge for the advice, eh?
I sure hope
Can't
he's
have
just
you
really
getting yourself
happy. I
killed
don't
now.
know, man.
Cap's reputation's on the line.
Maybe he's
And,
just optimistic.
One
yeah.
more thing. You didn't get this info from me. Aye?
Understood. But why? You could have shared this with us at supper yesterday.
What? And got myself volunteered to go out there as your travel guide?
Yeah,
Any
no,
danger
fuck
of
that.
I see.
I hope you all fix
Anyway,
it, but I'm not
I'll be
helping you.
counting on
That's funny. All right, see ya.
Finally, a solid lead falls into our laps. And we'll not even have to bother with the sandworms. We've apparently got 5 days till the sand flash hits. Let's make sure we can get this done quick. Looks like more than a day's trip on the map.
If it takes us one night to reach the giant sandworms' territory, and we aim to go when the storm has them all asleep, we should leave in 4 days' time.
That makes
Let's
sense.
go inform Nearest.
Righto, straightforward enough. Long as we get in when the worms have all tucked in for a nap, we'll be just dandy. Suppose I'd better crack on with the tune-ups then. Don't want the old girl failing on us when she'll be our only hope of egress, eh?
What was that? I think something just reacted. What is this?
Oh, that? Damned if I know. It was just in the blueprints from the royal family. Works rather like an igniter, but no idea what it does. Just don't go breaking... Oh, easy there. You all right, lad? Thought I saw something glowing. Then you came over all giddy, gave me a start.
For a moment, it was like the light was blinding.
Still can't believe this thing reacted. Look, we don't want any nasty surprises.
Yeah, so even he doesn't know what it is. He just built it like they commanded.
For today, just in case.
Or in the blueprints,
Don't want
I
you
guess.
passing out on me, do I? Just consider it a little precaution for the trip.
We rested inside the Gauntlet Runner for today at Nearest's request.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Alright, so we could go see about that thing for Nearest now. We could go visit his friend. Find him. Oh my god, can I get some sleep?
Your journey is going well, it seems. One by
yeah.
one, you take your steps forward on this road. A supernatural awakening, a call to adventure, legs to carry you. All of these are coming together. Accordingly, new powers needed for the journey seem to have awakened.
Alright, yeah, the thing in the Gauntlet Runner.
Are you talking about that thing inside the Gauntlet Runner?
By my eyes report, there is one piece of equipment in the Gauntlet Runner that was created in ancient times. Something no longer crafted in this day and age. A divine relic. It contains ancient magic once thought lost. The power of teleportation.
Oh, shit.
With proper use, its great power will turn your Gauntlet Runner swifter than any beast or transport on land. Most interesting. The reasons elude me, but you seem qualified to use this divine relic. I cannot imagine this is mere coincidence. Perhaps you are guided by an unknown hand. Now, try to imagine. Vivid, familiar scenery. Somewhere far from the land where you rest.
Is it permanent or is it only just temporary? Like we teleport in for a few minutes. We could maybe go visit the prince, I guess.
What's going on here?
What's with all the yelling?
We're back in Grand Trad, aren't we?
Wait, isn't this?
What? The royal capital? How? We were in Martira just last night.
Eurus? Surely you didn't drive us back here?
Are you mad? Don't you remember how many days the last trip took? You can't dash and roll pop over to the capital in a single night.
I wonder if this is the teleport magic Moore was talking about.
What? So this is some magic you saw in a dream?
So this teleportation, it can just whisk us all back to the royal capital in a flash. Even the Gauntlet Runner came along for the ride.
It certainly did. And there might be a reason for that.
Yeah, because it's built
Do you
into
know
it.
something?
Yeah, everyone inside of it will get
Custom
teleported.
made for the prince.
Huh.
When I wasn't there in the concept phase, when they gave me an odd gadget and said, make it work, I bloody well made it work. You saw it yourself, eh, my lad? That part all bound up in its heart. Last night, we caught it glowing. Then I wake up and find a proper hullabaloo. Damnedest thing. It only started glowing when you got close, eh? Maybe you were a trigger of some kind.
Maybe I am.
Yeah, maybe I am.
I cannot say I've heard of teleportation, and yet... Surely there can be no explanation for this other than...
So in other words, we won't have to take
Hold
multiple
on.
days to go
If
to
we're
places
back in the
anymore.
capital, that means we've
Yeah.
got bigger problems. We're due back in Martira for the bounty. If it takes us days to get back, that's all our planning ruined.
If we magicked ourselves over here, let's bally well see if we can magic ourselves back, eh?
He makes it sound so easy, but what do you think?
'Tis no small feat we ask, I know, but might you at least try?
Can I really use this teleportation magic? I'll just have to try. Well, obviously, otherwise that's basically just a free game over. Not like you could do anything, really. Okay. Which way? I really wish more would at least give you a little bit of a heads up. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, dash it.
Well, you could knock me down with a feather. I always thought something was strange. I thought it to be a type of igniter, but when I tried fueling it with magic, it was quiet as a mouse. We're going up and down the castle asking the other core engineers, but nobody had an answer. Couldn't even tell who put the blasted thing into the design. Think of a place we've already been to. Here we go, Martira. So this will allow us to teleport quickly between different areas. Okay. Focus on Martira as our destination.
It reacted. The lad really is the key to triggering it.
Oh, hey, are you sure this is safe?
All we can do is trust him.
It's Martira. We really are back.
I can't believe it. It feels just like when the king's magic caused that spectacle in the capital.
In my eyes, it's the other way around. It's not powerful by virtue of being connected to the king or to the lad. Maybe it's that all magic is supposed to have potential of this magnitude. You've all got some powers that defy understanding too, eh? Gives one the sense that those sanctists preaching about needing igniters are wrong, or lying outright.
I suppose when you say it
Yeah,
like
maybe the
that.
igniters are just there
Speaking
to
of
temper your
sanctism,
need for
I'm not
magic
like
and
this.
imagination.
A tool full of this
Huh.
kind of practical, unorthodox magic is against all their teachings.
Yeah.
Why would the royals have had it?
Why not?
Hold a moment. With this
It
teleportation,
makes you
on the
infinitely
side,
powerful. Of course they're
can
going to
we
hold on
travel
to it.
anywhere in the world with only a thought? If that's so, we may not even need a gauntlet runner at all.
What? You mean we could just magic snap ourselves to Brylehaven?
No, I think we have to
Just
go
like
there
that?
first now.
Go on, try it out.
Probably that's the limit. We have to go there recently.
No reaction.
Yeah. Wish I could imagine it, but we've never been.
So we can't go somewhere we've never been before.
Which makes sense.
Anywhere else you've been? How about Montario?
No. Commoners don't usually visit the 3 great cities.
Twould seem this power of travel is somewhat conditional. Best that we define its boundaries now.
So, in the end, the only places we can teleport to are the cities we've actually been to.
Well, thank you very much. Almost had me out of a job there, lad.
Sounds like
I mean,
we've
it's
got to envision
stapled
the
to this thing,
destination
so
in
we're going to
great
need this
detail
thing to
for it
move
work.
anyway. Yeah.
We'll need more than a glance out a window or a passing familiarity. And you have to focus for it too. Seems to take you a moment, which means it won't save
They're
us in
basically
flight.
outlining it so no one can go online and
convenient
wonder
as
why
it
we don't
sounds,
just
huh?
use this all the time,
How
basically.
so? Now we can return to the royal capital any time we need to restock. Tis useful enough
Yes.
as is, and the more places we travel, the more we can return to.
You're right. And now we can drop by to see Maria whenever we like. Put like that, it really is something impressive.
Even if we've no idea where it comes from, it should certainly prove useful.
Our next foe is a bounty, and we have a lot of preparing to do. We've got 3 days to go, so don't forget.
Alright. I cannot believe we don't get started till afternoon. It's so ridiculous. To capture Heisman, you must be well prepared. You can grow strong by accepting requests around town, such as the Martyr Recruitment Center. Now your mission has begun. Your base of operations has been changed to Martyra. Each time a new operation begins, the town you stay in will become your new base. Your departure date is July 2nd. Try to be well prepared. If you want to return to a previous location, such as Grand Trad, open the world map. On the map menu is selected. You can travel there using teleportation. It does not pass time, so feel free to return to previous towns to complete unfinished requests or meet with followers.
That's right.
Only 3 days until we depart. Ugh. We'll make sure we're as strong as we can get. I saw some bounties. Okay. We have reportable quests. Oh, we could give the thing to Maria now. Yeah. Yeah, days until the hunt begins. Everything going, they need all hands on deck. I've got to get on patrol, so I'm sorry, but we close on July 2nd to July 4th. I've got a bounty on Tradia Desert.
What?
Tradia Desert is south of Grand Trad. How did you know that? The road capital's pretty far from here. Don't underestimate the military. Each city shares information on bounties, though I'm not at liberty to tell you how we do it. You can look up a list of bounties from across the country, regardless of where you are, and accept them too. Heisme. What is this? Man-Eater Mandula, Fiend of the Wastes. Okay.
What do you think of this?
A man-eater Mandula is said to appear at the desert south of Grand Trad. Even though it has the run of the desert, it usually hides in its entourage of wild dogs. Take out the wild dogs and it'll show itself eventually. The military's short-handed, so this one's been difficult to manage. Sure. You're brave for someone so young. Okay, it's all yours. Also, the monsters aren't the only danger out there in the desert. If you're unlucky, you might run into a sandworm swarm. Steer clear. Okay, go ask an informant.
Good hunting to you.
As you managed to slay the Mandula, bring back the Rampager tail as evidence. Trying to get yourself killed.
Let's do it.
Informant at Grant at the Hushed Honeybee. Okay.
Don't go get yourself killed.
The Gobborn King.
Yeah.
They're pretty common and easy to handle. Not quite. They'll attack you with swords and bows as well as magic. The boss won't come out until you dispatch the underlings.
Hey.
You need funds? Yes, so let's do it. Imp's Den, northeast of Martyra. When the king's not around, the magic-wielded goblin keeps order within the horde. Take him out and the big guy should appear. The mages wear black cloth.
Good hunting to you.
Bring me the imp's loincloth.
Let's
You have
do
to
it.
take his entourage. Awful.
Let's see here.
Apparently it's called the Imp's Den.
This place. All right.
The Rory could better prepare for Heisme. This is the first time I think in a game like this where, oh, well, you have to prepare and then there's a deadline and then you have to do the dungeon all in one day. That's a little bit nerve-wracking, I won't lie. Like, you have to be completely prepped. It's not like typical Persona style. I cannot believe I'm going to lose my job over something that's not my fault at all. I don't know what's on your mind, but it looks serious. What's wrong? Fairy, aren't you the mercenaries who are here to hunt down Heisme? You lot all came here in that giant gauntlet runner? As far as your runner goes, can you spare me a moment? Our town used to keep a great number of carrier pigeons so that we could maintain communications with other cities, but they were all requisitioned by officials from the capital. Seems like they need them for the tournament or some such. We rely on those pigeons for trading medicine and foodstuff, so their loss threatens our very way of living. So we definitely need to procure a practical pigeon parcel from Camaro by... What was it, June 10th? June or July? July 10th. No one wants to go out with a kidnapper about, so I have no volunteers. In addition, there's no end to the beast they need to go through. Since I was the pigeon's caretaker, there's a good chance I cannot keep my job if things continue like this. If it happens, I may as well lie down in the gutter and die like a dog, but that's where you and that gauntlet runner of yours come in. Or save my job. I mean, save the town. Of course, I can ask you to work for free, and we'll take the money.
I'd so love your help.
I need you to go and buy one by July 11th. Let me show you how to get to Camaro. Okay.
Let's give it a shot. Whoa,
This is Camaro. Is it the village nurse is talking about? Remember his story about the old man and the relic? We asked the villagers about the old man if we go.
Nice little village.
Okay.
So?
We only have so much time to spare, but I guess if we stop by the village on our way to another task, it should be alright. Alright, so let me make a save first.
What now?
Make a new save. Since we are starting a brand new segment. Okay. Alright, let's continue. Sorry. What does this person do? A spirited seer? Find yourself in ignorance of the weather. They can forecast the region's weather for the next 2 days. Alright, not right now.
Pop by again, won't you?
Ought to be plenty useful for a traveler. I wonder what that does. Like, what the weather specifically changes.
Oh, my apologies. You're all right there. That's a relief. Well,
What is this, a
I'll be off
pickpocket?
Hey, you sure you want to let that fellow go? He nicked something of yours just now when he bumped into you.
Oh no! Grius's dagger is missing.
Oh, shit. It appears as Grius's memento was stolen.
Let's chase after him.
Why would he take a knife, of all things?
I don't see him anywhere. Jeez, how'd he disappear so fast?
Very nice. Where can we find a clue that will lead us to the man that took Grius's memento? Let's try asking the guy who told us it was stolen.
Come on.
Hey, the guy who stole our dagger, any ideas where he went?
No.
I may not. I have no reason to give you that information. That's true, but I mean, the dagger's really important to us. Is it? Well, you'll have to excuse me, I don't go lending a hand to everyone who puts one out. Not even a hint? This man seems to know something. Consider a kingly investment? Is this wisdom? My imagination isn't high enough to know. Oh my god. We have to raise our imagination somehow. Spend time with supporters, spend time in a labyrinth. I mean, like, should I go to Tradia Desert? What is this? Can I raise my imagination? I want to get the dagger back. This sucks. That's really unfortunate. Here's courage. There you go. If you happen to be an Elda, my word, are you indeed? I must say, I wonder what's brought you here in these troubled times. You come bearing bread. Silly me, now why would you? Bread? What are you talking about? Oh dear, you don't know the old tale, the one of the Thief King and the Elda's bread. It's a tale as warm as fresh baked bread, dearie. Would you like me to tell it to you? Sounds like a nice story. Maybe it'll give us the warm fuzzies.
What do you want to do?
Yes. This makes me rather nostalgic. Ahem, once upon a time...
Long ago.
A gift arrived in a faraway village. It was a box, and inside this box were 8 delicious-looking loaves of bread. 8 people gathered around it, each belonging to a different tribe. Rosant, Roag, Clamar, Ugrif, Mustari, Nydia, Parapus, and Ishkia. The Ugrif lad jumped up and down in excitement and said we could share them, and that way we'll all get to have one. But the Rosant man shook his head. Why would a Ugrif like you need a whole loaf? I need a larger portion. And the old Roag woman spoke, saying, you must respect your elders. The Clemar scoffed at this. This bread's clearly causing quarrel, so I'll be the charge of it, said the Clemmer woman. The other 7, of course, were none too happy about this plan. The Ugriff boy muttered quietly, we really ought to share it between all of us, but no one had a mind to listen. The Mistari man leaned in close to the boy and told him, you're right, you know, but the wise move here is to just give up. The Mistari man left along with the Ugriff boy, and then there remained 6 tribes for 8 loaves. We clearly can't share it equally, the Clemmar said. Then the Ishkia finally spoke. Split the remaining loaves into 3s. That way it can be equally split among the 6 of us. The Nydia woman quickly agreed. Away she walked, saying she would grab a knife and return soon. The Parapus man laughed and said, finally I get to have bread. But the remaining 3 made sour faces indeed.
dear.
Which, look at the time. We'll have to continue this another time. I promise we'll get to the... Oh, I thought that was part of the story. Fuck. She had me. We'll have to do it again, dude. Oh my god. I'm screwed. You have to... There's no way to know what's coming. You traveled between towns at night using teleportation. Don't forget to keep an ear out for your followers' voices. Stroll has something. Can we talk to the lady again? Can you do it twice in one night?
Let's go see.
You ever need help? That's what I'm here for.
More people,
See if I could talk to her twice in one day, basically. Even a protagonist would survive that drop. Oh, thanks.
Now what am I to do?
What do they do? Have people walk the plank?
Ooh, look.
So tired of hearing about the kidnappings. Makes me want to talk about literally anything else. If you have the time, I'll tell you the rest of the story. Yes. Aye, the Nydia went to get a knife.
After that.
Now the 6 tribes will be able to each to share the 8 loaves of bread equally. Their dilemma seemed nearly at its end. Then the Clemmer woman pointed at the Parapus man and said, so we get the same amount as the Parapus? That's not the way of the world, the woman said. The Rusant man agreed. The Parapus was incensed to be so attacked. Well, I don't want your stupid bread anyhow, he shouted and took his leave. Watching him walk away, the remaining 4 smiled triumphantly. 8 loaves of bread for 4 tribes. While waiting for the Nydia who had gone to fetch the knife, the remaining 4 took 2 loaves and left. You heard it right. Those who were spurned by injustice, as well as those who trusted, were empty-handed in the end. But then, that night, under the Ugriff's pillow's lad, he found a bounty of sweet bread filled with cream. Under the Mistari man's, savory leaves wafting a rich aroma. Under the Nydia's, crispy loaves baked with fruit. And under the Parapus man's, large loaves of moist, fluffy bread. All these appeared in great quantity. The 4 never worried for food again, but the other 4, those who took the bread home for themselves, it said that no matter what they ate, nothing tasted good. Legend has it, the Thief King left those loaves of bread. Never revealing his true identity, he brought to light injustice and inequality only to disappear thereafter, a king among the shadows. It's quite something, don't you think? Different variations of the story do exist, and in some it's an Elder who brings the 8 loaves. So, a fun little parable, isn't it? What the Thief King did is pretty great, but the reason this survived as a fairy tale is because inequality never really went away. I imagined a world where people who did no wrong saw justice served, just like the 4 who received the bountiful bread. I feel like my imagination's gone up a little. Still not enough. Oh my god.
Well then.
Jesus Christ.
Time marches on.
We're gonna have to spend another portion of a day to do this.
Nonetheless.
Those sand flashes, do you really think we can rely on something as unknowable as the movements of the wind? It would seem so. According to the fortune teller, the signs continue to appear just as expected. Good, no changes to our plans then. Let's prepare as best we can.
We got a major bargain.
Stores have plenty of bargains. I hear a voice.
Mister?
Wonder how Mister is doing, but I can't ask Miss Fabienne. Alright, we could go turn that in, I guess.
Alright then.